this is the V10, and it's somewhat of a superphone for LG, with 2 screens, dual front cameras, an extensive manual video mode for the rear shooter, and some beefy specifications. Basically, LG just gave the middle finger to anyone who bought a G4, because this is a much better version of it. Inside, this beast is rocking a Snapdragon 808 processor with 4GB of RAM, 64GB of internal storage, and in good old LG fashion, they've stuck with a removable back cover, which will give you access to a micro SD card slot, which is expandable up to 2 terabytes, and the user replaceable 3000 mAh battery. Around the front side, you'll find a 5.7-inch QHD IPS display, which packs in 515 pixels per inch and is covered by Gorilla Glass 4. Right above that gorgeous panel is a secondary 2.1-inch display rocking a 160 by 1040 resolution, which we'll talk about in a little bit. For me, the design is just okay. I'm not a huge fan of how large this device is, but the back panel has a nice and grippy texture to it. There are 316L stainless steel rails, which LG calls dual guard, lining the sides of the phone, and overall, the design language here screams rugged, and LG claims to back that up with military-grade durability. So if you want me to subject this shiny new device to some torture tests to see how well it stands up, go hard on that like button to let me know. As far as software goes, this is exactly what you'd expect from LG. I'm personally not a fan of their Android skin at all. It's clunky, cluttered, and just a mess overall. What's interesting about the V10 are the wacky features it packs, and they're not all bad, but along the top end you'll find 2 front-facing cameras. Both shoot 5 megapixel photos, but one of them has an 80-degree field of view, while the other has a 120-degree field of view. I'm not sure why both of these are necessary, and it's pretty obvious that the wider angle is superior, but whatever, I guess 2 is better than 1. There's also a fingerprint sensor on the back side, which for some reason takes ages to set up. It seems to work pretty well in practice, but the setup process is an absolute nightmare, which I hope that future software updates will fix. The most notable feature with LG's V10 has to be its second display. The biggest thing this 2.1-inch screen has going for it are shortcuts and notifications. When the phone is unlocked, you can swipe through different screens for various shortcuts, contact favorites, recent apps, media controls, and other options, which can all be completely customized within the settings app. This little screen will also exclusively show notification banners and prevent them from consuming real estate on the main display, which is pretty neat. I did, however, notice a ton of light leak coming from that second display, but that could be an issue with my device. While the device is locked, there's not much the second display offers, but it's always on if that's important to you. It'll show your name, some status icons, and there's even a set of toggles for things like Wi-Fi, sound, enabling the flashlight, and a camera shortcut. But I guess this screen is useful. I mean, to be honest, it's damn near impossible to reach with one hand, and that's kind of a bad thing, and I haven't quite gotten used to it yet, but time will tell if this additional screen is worth the hype. On the backside of the V10, we have a 16 megapixel camera, LED flash, and LG's laser autofocus. Now, what's particularly interesting about this camera, and probably more so its software, is the ability to use full manual controls when recording video. So you can now control which microphones are being used, white balance, focus, ISO, shutter speed, and all while shooting up to 4K video resolution. And along with that, it packs optical image stabilization and digital stabilization to keep things buttery smooth. And if that wasn't enough, for all of you audiophiles out there, the V10 even packs its own 32-bit DAC for crispy audio playback. But anyways, let's take a look at how the camera actually performs. So in a nutshell, this is the LG V10. It's a very capable device that's packing features which make the G4 look like a joke. It's speedy with beastly specs, 2 displays, 3 cameras, and basically anything you would need from a powerhouse of a smartphone. But let me know what you think about the LG V10 in the comment section below, and if you enjoyed this video, leave it a thumbs up as it does help out the channel a lot. So thanks again for watching, everybody. This is Dom, and I will catch you in the next video.